YouTube, what's going on? Andrew Darling here. Guys, I'm chilling. I'm home. The semester's over. So what happened in the SBA election? I had a nice long video about it and the process and whatnot. So to give you the full story, I was running for SBA president. Initially, there were three candidates. The current vice president, myself, and then another gentleman who's going to be a third-year law school student. I'm going to be a second-year law school student next year. So we're running for next year. And then the vice president and myself ended up in a runoff election because if you don't have a simple majority, 50% of the vote plus one, and there's more than two candidates, three candidates, you have to have a runoff election with the top two vote getters. So the gentleman who was the vice president had like 48% of the vote when there were three of us. So he almost won anyway. He beat me by like 60 votes. But we still had to have a runoff. I mean, I had 30% of the vote, 31%, and the other gentleman had about 20. So he kicked our butts. But we kind of, reloaded, went back at it. It was myself and him, and he ran a great campaign. He had some experience on his side in that, being the vice president, you work with whoever the current president was, and they ran a really, really good campaign. He had lots of folks with him helping him out. We were finishing our LP writing assignment, so I did not really push my classmates to help me too much. I asked, I just, here, share the link, whatever, to go vote. And that's not me complaining, that's not me making an excuse. At the end of the day, I lost. I got 43% of the vote. And he beat me by 51 votes. So he beat me by 60 the first time when there was a third party, and he only beat me by 51 when there was both of us. So I told him, I said, if we keep doing a runoff, I said, eventually I'm going to beat you. But no, he won. His name's Spencer Krebs. Dude is awesome. I have all the respect in the world for him, as well as the cabinet that he's put together. Just a phenomenal group of folks. I'm going to do my absolute best to help out. I mean, I still have an entire year to help, and I can run again if I want to. So I lost. A couple things I would change about the election, and I understand this is going to sound like I'm bitter about it. Guys, I'm genuinely not. Like, I'm happy for Spencer. I like Spencer. I've never had an issue with Spencer at all. So one thing I would change is organizations. So, each law school has their own organizations. You have BALSA, which is the Black Law Students Association. You have Military Law Students Association, Parents Attending Law School. You have just a bunch of different ones. Immigration law. You have clinics. You have all these different organizations. And sports law, entertainment. I mean, you have fashion. There's a whole bunch of different organizations. A couple of the organizations endorsed him. And at the end of the day, it was because he asked. I didn't ask, and that's my own fault. But what I would say is that I would recommend organizations in the future, if you're going to endorse a candidate, and there's only two candidates left, talk to both of them. It kind of makes sense. And like I said, I'm genuinely not bitter. I am happy for Spencer that he won. If I had to lose, there isn't anybody that I know right now at the law school that I would rather be the SBA president. And I mean that. And like I said, I've talked to Spencer before. I mean, I'm going to help him out as best I can. See what I can do some legwork here and there. But it was a good race. It was fun. I mean, I have nothing but respect for the guy. And his predecessor, Kelvin. Kelvin helped me out tremendously. He appointed me to a seat in the SBA Senate, where I've been able to learn a little bit more and do quite a bit as far as budgets and approving stuff. And I'm thankful for that opportunity. Kelvin's about to graduate now. I'm so excited for him, man. I know he's about to start bar prep and all that cool stuff, but he's gonna do well. Kelvin's on it. So I'm sure Spencer's gonna do a great job next year. I lost 43% of the vote. You gotta have 50. If there's only two of you, somebody has to have 50% of the vote. So Spencer did great. Congratulations, buddy, man. I'm gonna do what I can to help you out. That's pretty much it. That's all I want to say. I lost the elections, but like I said, my 1L year is over. I have some awesome stuff going on this summer. I'm good. I'm happy. If I want to run, I always have next year. So thank you guys so much again for subscribing. I lost. but that's okay. I put up a good fight. I ran a good campaign. Just wasn't quite as good as Spencer's campaign. So, y'all have a great rest of your day. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.